This is how you install an interior door. And bonus, it doesn't fit, so I'm going to show you how to modify it. This top of the jamb here is going to have to make contact with the drywall underneath this edge right here. I need to modify my ceiling here and create space for the door jamb to be installed. Perfect. I need my jamb to be cut 1.25 inches this way. This tool is one of the handiest tools you can own. And it's $100 off until February the 4th. Tap on the image of the tool to buy it at Lowe's.com. I've got all the products I'm using today linked in this video. So now the door is dry fit into the space and the jamb's sitting on the tile. Then it's time to remove the door and install the jamb hinge side first. We're gonna close that gap with the jamb and then we're gonna set it with a couple of rad nails. Push this in until that bubble is right where I want it. Remove the door stop, countersink right where the shim is. Now we're gonna use a 3.5 inch screw, drive it all home, and the head will sit perfectly flush. Let's go get the door. We'll start with the jamb as close to the frame as we can. Now we want to work this corner right here. Force the header over to the right because our gap here is really good. I like it. That's not terrible. Now we're going to throw a nail in here. I'm going to go with one shim. Now I can just pull this until the gap gets the right size. Now we want to remove the door stop so that we can pre-drill and then set our screws. Once you've screwed the hinge side jamb on, you want to take one of these, slide it up. This needs to be perfectly square so that your door will have a perfect gap. We're going to cut back all of these trims nice and flush. We're going to put the door stop back on. Not just the right tool for the job, but the right fastener. Now we're going to take this back out. We're going to paint the door and get at least one coat on every edge. The best results, definitely 2 anywhere where you can see it. All right, we'll let that sit for 10 minutes. We'll come back and give it a second coat. So about this high. So you put your pencil in there and you just pull it straight out. That's where you cut on a 45-degree angle. Thin side of the bevel going into the jamb, we're using 1.5 inch nail. And when we're going through the thick side, trying to get all the way to the framing, we're going to use the 2. Right to the ceiling. Switch over to the 1.5 inch nails. Cut it square and then add the angle. We'll make it perfect. It's caulking time. Just a tiny little hole. I'm just gonna fill up these gaps. Little bead, little bit of pressure, and then a quick finger wipe. Use the crown molding from DAP. You won't get gaps and cracks over time. Time for the second coat in the paint. Back to work. Remove all your hinges before you do all your caulking and painting. Fill the hole and then just rub off the extra caulking. When you're filling a bigger hole, use dry decks, give it a quick sand before you paint, and you're good to go. You got a 3-inch angle brush. Stiff brush is for doing trim work, so grab yourself a handy pail like this, push the paint into the brush, take all the excess off the outside. And it's time for us to put it all back together. This hardware can be adjusted from small to big. Pull these pins down and it extends it short, long. That fits right in here. Use your fingers to start. Go backwards until you feel it click in. Right there. Nice and slow or you'll scratch the paint. Now if you don't mind, I've been waiting a long time to use this bathroom.